Power Girl, issue 5, Leah Williams writing with David Baldeon on the art. Take it away, Matt.
Yeah, so this is a issue that is, so it's a different artist than who we've had. And this is just an issue that focuses on Streaky, and it's called Streaky Does a Big Stretch. I'll get the negative out of the way. This almost feels like it's a story for one of those annuals or one of the big collections of the Super Pets. This feels like it would be Streaky's, because it's largely silent and it lets the art do a lot of the work. So Baldian does a very good job drawing cats. I'll give him that. Right. So it starts with this cat walking through the city, and it gets the attention of these two guys wearing the Laugh Now, Cry Later theater masks. Right. Sees them loading up this crate of cats into the back of this van. So this little white cat follows to where it's going. And then we get into Streaky hanging out in Power Girl and Omen's apartment, just going around. And it does this really cool thing with a lot of the human dialogue where we're only getting words that are familiar to Streaky. So it's kind of this jarbled where you can kind of try to sound it out, which I did, and it didn't make any more sense. But it would end with Streaky as a name or food, or kisses along those lines. So Streaky goes to see Omen. Omen's doing a facial mask. And when she turns around, Streaky gets spooked and lets some heat vision through to where Omen throws up a block and, still cuddles him. Omen drops him off to see Paige. She's rocking an eye patch because of all the stuff that had happened. But as Paige falls asleep as she's working on this thing, Streaky gets on a cape, which still don't know where the cape came from, and goes out and sees this meeting of cats, where the white cat, I'm assuming, tells them that the other ones were stolen. So Streaky goes through the city investigating, and they end up using their super hearing to find these guys in the masks. Takes them down and then follows to where the van was going, where it was parked. And it looks like it's this makeshift science lab where this person in scrubs is experimenting on these stolen animals from across the city. Streaky lets them all go. They end up, what looks like they're trying to inject this serum into them. Ends up breaking. They go free. The cat makes it back to its owner. Streaky looks up. Does that Superman where Superman's soaring up and looking down and saying goodbye to everybody. To go back to Paige and curl up and do a kitty ball at her feet as she's asleep. And the issue ends with Kara stopping by, saying that they're going to need Paige's reality punching powers, which is something that I thought they were getting away from, because Kara needs help in doing something, and this is something that only Power Girl can do. It's pretty big, and it might be illegal. So it ends with Paige having her morning coffee, to teasing the team up of the Supergirls. So pretty fun issue. Not much to it. Just kind of Streaky saving these cats from a illegal pet lab, or not even pet lab, an illegal animal lab. And again, very quick read. I was starting to panic that I didn't get enough read today, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to cover Power Girl. And then I sat down to read it, and it took no time at all because of the issue. So the art's pretty decent. It does the animals better than the people. The people are kind of very cartoony and kind of not a caricature way. It's just not the same style of art that we had before. So, but yeah, it is really solid issue. I'll give it a 7.